I'll put. I wanna make my voice sound more than the music, the background noise. So I want to put like this, a little bit more. Yes, like this. That's better. Okay. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Queen Senior, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of things. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Oh, what are you saying all of a sudden? Oh, Monica appears and then she says, "Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other." Ah, that's right. Cierto, cierto. That's right. La vez pasada lo habíamos dejado en que iban a hacer poemas, iban a compartir poemas hechos en casa el día anterior. Así que es tiempo de compartir poemas. It's time to share the poems. I made the poem I made and the poems that the girls made to me and mine to them. And mine to them. Okay, we might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah, Yuri says. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? Monica is worried about Yuri's nervousness, or maybe because she notices that she's frightened. Alright? You look kind of down. Oh no, my mistake. She wasn't frightened. She was kind of down, kind of disappointed with something. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Oh, it's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my tongue. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Yes, we promised Yuri to read the book. She gave us to her. She gave the player. She gave to me, Kevin, and I'm promising her to read this book after class, after the literature workshop, after the literature club. Okay, after the literature club finishes. Unless Sayori comes to my house and, well, gets annoying as always, as she used to be. She usually is. Okay. Kevin Senior, myself, says, would you prefer I only read it with you? I only read it with you. Oh, I'm proposing Yuri just to read the book just with her. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little. In that case, I'll read a little bit more. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. All right. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Oh, Monica is asking me if I remember writing a poem. Since I am a master procrastinator, I would say in real life that no. But my player, that means King Senior, says, yeah. My relaxation ends. I was relaxed with Yuri reading her horror and thriller book, and then Monica appears, and my relaxation ends. Right now I'm nervous. I am anxious because these beautiful girls are going to read my poem. The poem I made it with hard work. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? By the way, I guess some of you are not watching the full script because my screen is like stepping by over there. Yes, just like I thought. I'm gonna edit this part. I don't know how to edit it. Personalization. No, it's not here. What could I do? What could I do? By the way, are you listening to me? 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 Okay, that means that my mic is off. I want to do something here. I want to edit this part. Now, of course, I don't have access to this option. But what I want to do is to put my camera. That means the camera is supporting myself in a way that you can also read. You can also see all the script without any interference of my face or my background. So I want to do something else, like please, I want to do yes, in English, please. In English, bitte schön. Okay. United States. Oh man, that's in English, so that's more than obvious. Okay, I will put here English, United States again. My English is from the States. My English is from the States, so I have to keep that essence. By the way, I'm sorry if I'm being just too correctful, if I'm repeating word by word or correcting myself, and in order to get a polished or a more polished pronunciation. But that's the goal of this live stream, to pronounce word by word correctly, or as correct as I can, right? Or as accurate and polished as I can. Polished as I can. Just like I'm doing it. Just like I'm doing it right now. Okay. Right now I'm trying to. Oh man. I'm trying to do something like. No. I'm trying to do something like with my camera. Oh, easy. No, I'm sorry, no. No tengo sesión para el emergente. No, yes, it's excellent. But by the way, I'm trying to do something else here. Okay, I have an unstable connection, I guess. I hope that doesn't mean that I'm leaving the stream. No, I guess not. Okay, I can do that much here because my camera is not allowing me to move from another place. But I want to move it. I want to move the camera, and I don't want to be right down, but right up on the upper part of the screen, so you can see so you can read all the script without guessing the missing word or the missing sentence or any missing letter. By the way, I don't give up on this. I don't want to give up on There's no option. I can do. I have no other option than to search from YouTube how to. I have no other option to search rather than searching in YouTube how to move my camera from down from the down part to the upper part of the screen. That's right. That's why I'm not a professional streamer. I'm just an amateur streamer. I'm just an amateur streamer. So anyway, let's continue, guys. Let's continue by where we are. Where are we? Ah, we are. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you have? Oh, so you says, I can't wait. I can't wait. Thank God. By the way, my stream seems a little bit lagged, and I don't like that. I want to be like in a real motion with you, man. With you guys. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. 3, 2, 1, start. Can't wait, says Sayori. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a winged sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Sayori is on a winged sheet. Sayori's poem, by the way, is on a winged sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Oh, Sayori's poem sheet is is full of wrinkles. That means la hoja de Sayori, la hoja en la cual se encuentra el poema de Sayori está arrugada. With loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. The token Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into her bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I guess Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Sayori. This is a good poem, continue. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course, I say. It's not that good. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems on his spare time? In his spare time? Of course not. If I'm in the character of my player, I would say that the first thing I would do in my spare time is reading manga and not writing poems. Hey, I guess you're right, says Sayori to me, seriously. But that's why I'm impressed. It impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it. I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. Maybe Kevin Sina did that with ChatGPT, so that's why it was easy for him. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Thank you, Sayori. Yeah, that means that you're telling me in an indirect way that my poem was full bullshit. But you're happy that at least I tried. Thank you, Sayori. That's really charming coming from you. I feel quite pleasantly glad for this feedback that you are giving me. It just reminds me of how you are really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I say to her. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. I'm sorry that I lost the pace of the dialogue in part. So let's see the settings. Let's watch the story, the history to reread the script. Okay. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise, I say to her. See? It's like I said before, Kevin Sr. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet and cute for you, from coming from you, Sayori. All right, I'm going to hold you to that then. All right, I'm going to hold you to that then. By the way, guys, this is not the first time I'm playing Doki Doki. It's, by the way, the first time I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, okay, Plus, the Plus version. But I've already played the original version made from Don Salvato without any extra scenes and anything of this. So now that I see that I read carefully, that I carefully read each part of the script, I would say that this part contains a little spoiler of what's gonna come next. Okay, let's continue reading. All right, I'm going to hold you to that. All right, I'm going to hold you to that then. Okay, voy a mantenerte, voy a atarte con eso, entonces, voy a atarte con esa promesa, entonces. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Oh, it's time to read Sayori's poem. By the way, this part I didn't. The first time I played this game on the original version and not the Doki Doki Literature Club Plus version, I didn't read any of the poem. I just wanted to go fast forward to the scene where the horror scenes happens, right? The horror scenes happen. So this time I'm concentrating on reading carefully each part of the script, because my goal here is not to pass the game. It's just to practice my productive skills. That means my speaking skills, and also my comprehensive input, such as reading. Okay, such as the reading here. I'm doing it for you guys also in order to get the correct pronunciation of each word. I'm trying to do my best. I hope you appreciate it. Okay, now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hey, 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 hey. Well, we'll see about that. Don't make any judgment on yourself, Sayori. First, I'll read your poem, and if it's bullshit, I'll tell you it's bullshit. But if it's great, if it's nice, if it's a piece of treasure, I'll say that. So, that's quite a charming music. That's quite a charming music. That's quite a charming music. Okay. Sayori's poem starts like this. Sayori's poem starts like this. Sayori's poem starts like this. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Oh my gosh, that's great. Let's continue. I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. Come on, that's a good rhyme. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. the enclosing part, this part here is kind of sinister. She's, in other words, she's telling us that if it wasn't for me, the player, she would be dead. She would have already just committed suicide. Oh my god, she would have killed herself. So she's the reason she's still alive, because if it wasn't for me, she would have already killed herself. Oh my gosh, she would have just already killed herself. That's a sinister part. But anyway, in this part here, it's a beautiful poem, full of rhymes that I like it. Well, I'm not a poem reader, so that means if I would be an expert poem reader, I would say that this is so basic. But by the way, I'm not. I'm really new at poetry reading, so for me that's a piece of treasure. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel. Let's continue again, okay? Without any interruptions. It starts like this. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky's blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If I wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. Anyway, it says like some. The last part always get me goosebumps. You know what? Because it's like she's telling us that she's a suicidal person, and I'm really afraid of her. I'm really scared of this part now that I know the complete story. Sayori, this is just a guess back. Did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Come on, Sayori. Come on, myself. Come on, player. Just tell Sayori that this was a piece of treasure. I know, because for me it was, man. It was. I forgot to do it last night. I forgot to do it last night, says Sayori. Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. A little better about myself. Don't be mean, says Sayori to me. Seriously. I still tried my best. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Come on, that's so rude, man. Really? Yeah. Especially the last night. I'm not mad now. Something that the mad part. I made eggs on toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. You look like you don't need anything, Sayori. Don't lie. I have already seen a gameplay about the Doki literature club's mod called Raincoats. So I know that you have also some eating problems. Well, let's continue. I guess there is no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehehe. This was so much fun. Really? Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I trust in you. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Who should I show my poem to next? What about Monica? Hi, Quincino. Having a good time so far? Oh, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off. I am much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Estoy mucho mejor estando así como un participante pasivo, yendo conforme fluya el club hasta el momento en el cual me sienta más establecido. Ahí voy a recién contribuir, dice el jugador aquí, mi personaje, ¿no? Que le enseño. Okay, now let's switch into English again. Let's switch to English again. Anyway, Monica says, want to share your poem with me? Says Monica to me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Here's my poem, Monica. Hey. Don't worry, que me enseño. We're a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learned. But it's a sort of barrier that we will learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Cavincino. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Oh, thank you. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Yes, of course, I put some random words over there related to Yuri, and that's something deep. Is that something deep, Monica? You're just being hypocritical here. You know, I don't like that. I like honesty rather than a false kind person. But anyway, you're the hottest one of the four. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectation low. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. What's written before? Okay. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Yes, I know, because she consider some words related to her, like horror, like sinister, or something like that. Come on, writing that's full of imagery. Oh, writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Okay, Monica, stop talking bullshit about Sayori. Come on. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. That's an interesting point of view, Monica. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. A Yuri le gusta cuando los lectores tienen libertad de descifrar el propio significado de los textos, de estos textos o de los poemas. El propio significado de los poemas. El propio significado por parte de ellos, sus propios significados por parte de los textos o de los poemas. About allowing people to get something out of it, by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own things. You do your own things. You do your own things. Thank you, Monica. That's a beautiful piece of advice over there. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure. My gosh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that this live stream is. Oh no, I got the wrong idea there. Let's see over there. No, there's no one there to come. So anyway, I'm gonna practice. I will still practice by myself. I will still be practicing by myself, and I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing things. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Suits you, okay? Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of style. Todos los demás tal vez puedan estar un poco sesgados hacia su propio tipo de estilo, sus propios estilos. But I will always help you find what suits you the most. Pero yo siempre te ayudaré a encontrar lo que encaja para ti más, lo que más encaja para ti. Así que no te esfuerces a ti mismo en escribir de la manera en la que todos quieren que tú escribas. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh my gosh. Of course, the soundtrack, the Monica soundtrack is of course a piano-like style of the game soundtrack, because she likes to play piano, right? She likes playing piano. She's playing piano. She practices piano too much, or more frequently than the rest of her partners. Let's start with the poem. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the sparkle protrudes. Oh my gosh, protrudes. I don't know what protrudes means, but anyway, sparkle as well. I don't know what does sparkle mean. See you in the Cambridge Dictionary after that. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside of a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of finite. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. That's a nice poem, but I gotta admit, it's more complex than Sayori's poem. That's why it's harder for me to get the essence or to get the gist of it. Okay, now I can see I real blind, the film left out in the sun, but it's too late. Maritinas, always scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Oh well, it's hard to decipher that. Anyway, so what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strong. Because it's kind of coming off. Because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. With each other. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. I will check that writing tip. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Oh, just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. That's nice. That's a quite interesting poem, Monica. Thank you for the advice. Okay, yeah, you're continuing your piece of advice. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Monica, for your piece, for your essential and pretty valuable piece of advice. I'm grateful. I'm grateful though. Next one, Yuri. I don't know why do I want to put that's okay at the end, but anyway. Let's continue. Judy. As you read the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. By the way, do you want to know what did Monica told me? What did Monica say to me with his on his lip? Do you want to know what does it say? What does Monica say as a tip for me in Spanish? Do you want to know Monica's tips in Spanish? So well then, let's translate it. Okay. Aquí está el consejo de escritura de Mónica del día. Aquí está el consejo de escritura del día por parte de Mónica. Aquí está el consejo de escritura del día por parte de Mónica. A veces, cuando tú estás escribiendo un poema o una historia en prosa narrativa, tu cerebro se queda muy fijo o se encasilla en un punto específico. Y si tú intentas bastante en hacer que esto, y si tú intentas de manera persistente en hacer que eso sea perfecto, entonces tú no conseguirás ningún progreso. Solo esfuérzate en tener algo en el papel, o en tener algo de contenido en el papel, y luego ordénalo más tarde. Otra manera de pensar en ello, de pensar esto o de decir esto es, si tú mantienes tu lapicero en el mismo punto en el que dejaste por bastante tiempo, en el mismo lugar del papel por bastante tiempo, tú solo tendrás una gran y oscura pila de tinta ahí. Tú tendrás una porción sucia de tinta acumulada en ese punto. Una oscura porción de tinta acumulada en ese punto. Un cúmulo. Tú solo tendrás un gran cúmulo oscuro de tinta. Así que mueve tus manos y sigue fluyendo. Y fluye tus ideas. Ese es mi consejo de hoy. Es muy interesante ese consejo, pero bueno, ¿no? O sea, simplemente escribir y que todo fluya. Y mientras todo fluye, no te quedes ahí, sino que ves tu texto fluir, ves el texto que escribiste de manera así fluida, y finalmente, ya con la cabeza un poco más fría, lees ese texto y ves finalmente qué ideas puedes organizar mejor, cómo perfeccionar. No lo perfecciones en el momento, no intentes perfeccionar tu texto cuando no hayas terminado tu texto. Primero, escribe un texto así de manera fluida, que las palabras broten en tu mente así de manera fluida, sin detenerte. Cuando sientas que has terminado tu texto, ahí recién, dale una segunda chequeada, y ese texto que escribiste de manera fluida, conviértelo a tu manera de verlo en un texto más perfecto, organizando mejor las ideas que escribiste en el texto. Pero no hagas eso, no organices o perfecciones tu texto sin antes haber terminado de escribir algo, sin antes de haber hecho algo, ¿no? Sin antes de haber terminado ese texto. Primero tengo un texto hecho y ahí recién organizarlo. Porque si lo haces, estoy redundando mucho, ¿no? I'm beating around the bush. I'm beating around the bush. Si tú intentas perfeccionar tu texto antes de escribir tu idea, o si tú intentas perfeccionar un texto sin antes haber terminado de escribir ese texto, estás simplemente acumulando tinta oscura que no tiene valor, ¿no? En cambio, la manera en que sí vale perfeccionar un texto es cuando ya tienes un texto hecho. Y ahí, con ese texto hecho de manera fluida, ahí recién vas a poder organizar y perfeccionar. No se perfecciona un texto como un texto que no ha sido terminado. Se perfecciona un texto que no es terminado. Por lo que el crear o elaborar un poema o un cuento o un texto en general consiste de dos partes. Escribir primero el fluir de tus ideas, y cuando hayas terminado de escribir el fluir de tus ideas, ahí ya tienes un texto hecho. Y ese texto hecho, el segundo paso consiste en agarrar ese texto hecho y perfeccionarlo y organizarlo mejor. Eso es básicamente el consejo de Mónica. That's basically Monica's advice. Monica's piece of advice. Monica's first piece of writing advice. Oh, now let's continue with Julie. Let's switch to English again. Exceptional says. Let's switch into English again. Exceptional says Julie. Hey, what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me, she says. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Hey, I guess you're right. What I'm getting so nervous for? Yeah, because you like me. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you have written a lot of poetry before. No, it was not me having written a lot of poetry before. It was ChatGPT having an encyclopedia of sources on the internet that made it possible to write a poem for me in order to present you and show off my poetry skills that actually are ChatGPT's poetry skills. But anyway, just if you wanna make the things like that or things like that, Yuri, yeah, you're free to think that. You're free to do it. So you're free to do so. Okay. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you, Yuri. This is actually my first time reading. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly, more deeply. Yeah, okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form the two together. They form fit the two. They form fit the two together. They form fit the two together. Okay. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Once Yuri, I think that to myself. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if it's as if her demeanor totally changes. One more time. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if there. One more time. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Oh, finally, thank God. This part here, is it's as if her demeanor, it's as if her. I was having a hard time with that. Her stammering is completely gone. And she sounds like an expert. Of course, this is something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Come on, stop shitting on Natsuki. Stop talking shit about Natsuki. She didn't do anything to you, ma'am. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Sesgada. Biased is the same as sesgada. Biased means sesgado. Sesgada in Spanish, by the way. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Wait a minute. Okay. Please do. I would love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles extremely, as if that's a rare opportunity to her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a One more time, I'm saying literature club. It's literature club or literature club. Literature club, okay? After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Literature club. Literature. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? A literature. No. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? A literature. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? After all, isn't it supposed to be? After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Literature. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Literature. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ooh, here is Yuri's poem. And it says like this: Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of mine. By the way, her English is really advanced. It's pretty complex. The English of this poem is pretty complex because since I am not getting the meaning of some words over there, I'm gonna be honest with you. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green dew of the funeral? Blue-green, huh? The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue of the future? Blue of the future? hue of the future. I'm sorry. I bait calm breathing air of the present, but leaving the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I flicker back. Man, that's so great. That's so great. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hmm. I'm sorry. I have such I'm sorry. I have such terrible Handwriting. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. Yeah, I think you're right. what? What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Oh, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's. I actually think your hand. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. By the way, I don't think that. But anyway, yeah, I know why you are saying that, Canecino. It's because you chose Yuri, the girl as the girl to flirt with, to flirt with on the literature club, 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 on the literature club. That's why the reason why you're telling this is because you chose Yuri as a girl to flirt with on the literature club. On the literature club. No literature. 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 Ha, literature. My gosh, finally. Eh? That's a relief. That's a relief. That's a relief. Let's put this thing on pause right now. Let's go. Sí.